Greetings, my dear students. Today I'd like to discuss with you another problem from the chapter Share Valuation. Here we are applying an area that we have already studied in our first module, that is the rate of return. The return from a share includes two aspects. First one is dividend and second one is the price change or capital gain. Okay, these are the income from a share. And the rate of return can be calculated by using the equation dividend plus price change divided by P0, that is purchase price, into 100. We are applying this equation because here the dividend plus price change means the income and P0 or purchase price is the investment amount. Okay, we are calculating the rate of return or rate of income out of the investment. Okay, here the invested amount is the purchase price. That's why we are applying the equation dividend plus price change divided by P0 into 100 for calculating rate of return. Okay, so let's go through the question. The question is, Big Limited Company and Unlimited Company's shares are presently sold at Rs 50 and Rs 100 respectively. The current market price of Big Limited is Rs 50 and Unlimited's current market price is 100. Okay. Annual dividend for the next year is expected to be Rupee 1 for Big Company and Rs 4 for N Company. So the dividend after 1 year for the Big Company is Rs 1 and for N Company is 4. Okay. And Big's earnings and dividends are expected to grow at the rate of 15% per annum into a foreseeable future. N's earnings and dividends are expected to advance at the rate of 12% per annum. Here, Big Company's growth rate is 15% and N Company's growth rate is 12%. Okay, analysts have estimated the following equities likely prices over 1 year ahead. On the two stocks, at Rs 55 or 65 for Big Company and Rs 108 or 116 for Unlimited. Okay, so here the expected selling price after 1 year for Big Company varies between 55 and 65, and Unlimited's selling price after 1 year varies between 108 and 160. Okay, so we need to calculate the rate of return first. Examine the return of each stock. Okay, so we need to calculate rate of return of each stock. That means Big Companies as well as N Companies rate of return is need to be calculated. Okay, so for that, because K is not given in the question, rate of return means K. Then the second part of the question is that which stock appeared to be undervalued for long-term holding if the investor required 16% return on both stock. The second part of the question is that if the investor is getting 60% rate of return in the case of both stocks, if K is equal to 16%, what will be the intrinsic value? Then we can, if we are calculating intrinsic value of both these shares, we can identify which share is undervalued or which share is overvalued, or is there any problem like that. Okay, so the second part of the question is to calculate which stock appear to be undervalued, whether Big or N for long-term holding if K is equal to 16%. So let's check our answers. The equation for calculating rate of return. The first part of our question is the calculation of rate of return. So the equation for calculating rate of return is equal to D1 plus P1 minus P0 divided by P0 into 100. Here D1 in the case of Unlimited is Rupee 1, and in the case of Unlimited D1 dividend is 4 rupees, and in the case of Big Limited dividend is 1 rupee. Okay, then we need to calculate P1. P1 means selling price after 1 year. It is said that the P1 lies between 55 and 65 in the case of Big Limited, and in the case of N Limited it lies between 108 and 116. So we are taking an average of these. Okay, so the average selling price after 1 year of big company is 55 plus 65 divided by 2, that's equal to 60, and average selling price, that is P1 of N Limited, is equal to 108 plus 116 divided by 2, that's equal to 112. Okay, so we have calculated P1. Now we can calculate the second part of the question. But here in the second part of the question, before that we need to calculate rate of return, first part of the question. For that, the equation is D1 plus P1 minus P0 divided by P0 into 100. So in the case of Big Limited, D1 is equal to rupee 1. Then P1 we have calculated it as 60. So 60. Then the P0, the current market price is 50. So minus 50 divided by P0, that is 50 into 100. Then we will get 11 divided by 50 into 100, that's equal to 22% as rate of return of Big Limited. Okay, now we need to calculate rate of return of N Limited. Here dividend is 4 and the P1 is 112 and P0 is given in the question, that is 100. So we are applying the equation D1 plus P1 minus P0 divided by P0 into 100. Then we will get 4 plus 112 minus 100 divided by 100 into 100. Then 16 divided by 100 into 100. That's equal to 16% as rate of return of N Limited. Okay, now we need to calculate intrinsic value of Big Limited as well as N Limited if K is equal to 16%. And we need to compare its market value with intrinsic value. Then we can identify that which one is the undervalued company. Okay, so for that, first of all we are going to calculate intrinsic value of the share. For that, the equation is T1 divided by K minus G. Intrinsic value of the share can be calculated by T1 by the equation D1 divided by K minus G. In the case of Big Limited, D1 is rupee 1 and here we are taking the K as 16%. So 16.16 is the K and growth rate is 15% in the case of Big Limited, so 0.15. Okay, so the equation we can calculate like this: 1 divided by 0.16 minus 0.15, that's equal to 100 is the intrinsic value of Big Limited. Okay, likewise we can calculate the intrinsic value of N Limited also. Here the dividend is 4 rupees, K is equal to 16%, growth rate is 12%. So 4 divided by 0.16 minus 0.12, 4 divided by 0.16 minus 0.12, then we will get 100 as intrinsic value of N Limited also. And the market price, current market price or market value of Big Limited is 50 as per our question, 50, and market value of N Limited is rupees 100. Okay, so whether the share price is underpriced or overpriced or overvalued or undervalued, that we can identify by comparing this intrinsic value with market value. Okay, so in the case of Big Limited, intrinsic value is equal to 100 and market value is equal to 50. So the market value of the Big Limited is less than, market value is less, okay, it is 50 only, is less than the intrinsic value. Okay, so it is undervalued, it is underpriced or undervalued. Okay, then in the case of N Limited, intrinsic value is equal to 100 and market value also is equal to 100. So in the case of N Limited, there is neither overvaluation or undervaluation. Okay, so thank you.